Continued. Actually, I came to discuss something very important with you. Blessing nodded, giving her full attention. Don't you think we should illuminate Lucas's mother too? I mean, she's also a problem to you. No, I already love that woman. She is so funny and she will make a good mother-in-law, Blessing replied with a smile. But Chidera was saying when she cut her off, no bitch, I already have a new plan that will make Lucas mine forever, she said with an evil smile. Can you share your plans with me? Chidera requested. Blessing simply said no. This is my little secret. Chidera became disappointed and said within herself, you better not spoil my plans or I will kill you myself. Her phone beeped and the notification says, Ugomma posted a new video. When Lucas left for work, Ugomma got busy with house chores, and in no time, the bodyguards her husband talked about came in and stayed at their duty post. Few minutes later, the hairstylist came in as well and was set to work. When she was done, Ugomma couldn't recognize herself anymore because she looked super pretty. She said, Lucas is not going to take his hands off me today. The stylist took some beautiful pictures of her and did some videos too, of which Ugomma posted on Instagram. This was what Chidera saw that made her nearly bang the phone out of anger. Lucas was having a smooth experience in his office. No problems at all from Linda, and she wore a suit pencil mouth trouser, a shirt, a suit jacket, making her look like a secretary that she is. Lucas was forced to compliment her mode of dressing. All the files he gave to her were already done, leaving no stone unturned. Lucas was happy. Of course, why not? And he was getting ready for a meeting with one of the company's shareholders. He was typing on his laptop when his phone beeped. It was a message. He read, Hello, my love. I'll be coming to your office today. Love you from, can you guess who? Our Americana lover, Blessing. Lucas read it and his day became ruined. He dropped his phone angrily on the table and continued with what he was doing. His phone beeped again, but this time from his private WhatsApp number. It is called private WhatsApp number because he only chats with his relatives, 4 best friends, his parents, and of course his beautiful wife Ugomma. He left what he was doing, checked the message, and it was from Ugomma. All the anger disappeared and he caught himself smiling. Indeed, love is a beautiful thing. He unlocked the message and it was a video. She sent him the video of her new look, looking so breathtaking. His little man got affected and an idea came to his head sharply. Since Blessing, the daughter of Jezebel, is coming, why not invite your princess over? He didn't sit on this idea, but his inner man said, remember, her life is in danger. You don't know who your enemy is. He took his phone and dialed the Inspector General of Army, and he picked up immediately. Good afternoon, sir. It is still morning, Mr. Lucas, and how are you doing? The inspector asked. Oh, good morning, sir. I am fine, thank you. Just worried. Actually, sir, I want my wife to come visit me in my office. But due to the thing we discussed yesterday, I am scared. Oh, come on, Mr. Lucas. Every man in his right senses will think that way. Anyways, I will send some of my men to go down to your house and bring her over to your office. They will only come back when you guys are safe at home. Smile appeared on Lucas's face when the inspector said this, and he said, Thank you, sir. I really appreciate this. Come on, son. You don't need to thank me. I am just doing my job, the inspector replied. Thank you, sir, and have a good day, Lucas said and ended the call. He quickly texted Ugomma on WhatsApp. He told her to get dressed, that some officers were coming to pick her up. He waited until she read the message before continuing his work. Linda came in just to inform him that the shareholder was waiting already at the conference hall. Lucas gathered all the necessary files, stood up and hurried down to the hall. Ugomma was done with her classes with Mrs. Ann. She was discussing with Mama when Lucas sent the message. Does he really miss me that much? She thought, smiling to herself while reading the message. Mama, I need to go and get dressed. Lucas wants me to come to his office. Mama's eyes widened in shock as she asked, looking so concerned, Are you going alone? Ugomma felt so happy having people that care about her well-being, and she replied, Of course not, Mama. Some army officers are coming to pick me up. That's what Lucas said. So I need to go and prepare. Oh, but what's wrong with what you are wearing anyways? It is not that bad. Moreover, you are just going to his office. Just change your footwear to that transparent shoe you young ladies wear now. Apply lip gloss and you're good to go. Okay, Mama, I am coming. Inugo, Ugomma said and ran into their bedroom. When she returned, she saw Mama discussing with some military men. She cleared her throat and their attention came to her direction. Oh, Mrs. Lucas Okafor, are you ready? Like, are you done preparing? One of them asked. Yes, sir, I am done, Ugomma replied. Okay then, let's go. They walked out and one of them opened the door for her to get in and they drove off. Ugomma never believed that a day will come when she, the village girl, will be treated like a queen. They soon arrived their destination. They followed her like bodyguards and she headed straight to Lucas's office. They stopped in front of the secretary's office. Unlike the other day, Linda smiled, greeted and said, Welcome, madam. You are so free to walk in. Thank you, Ugomma said with a smile and walked in. It was as if Lucas was waiting for her. He pinned her to the wall. Hello, angel. He said this with a smirk on the side of his lips. That was all, oh, people of God. You know the rest. It was getting intense when they started hearing voices. And Lucas said, Oh, you children of the world, can't you just allow Lucas and Ugomma enjoy their God-given Romeo and Juliet's lives? Blessing on her part said, I better keep my plans to myself because I don't trust anyone, including that Chidera. She has this corny nature that I don't understand. But I don't think she has an eyes on Lucas. She just has too much hatred for his wife. Should we tell her? Let's continue with the story. I sincerely do not understand why someone would be as beautiful as a goddess. If she happens to come to America, the whites will think she's an outcast. The truth still remains that she is a beauty, but too bad she's going to die soon. I love Lucas so much that I can go to any length just to make sure he's mine and mine alone. And anyone that tries to stand on my path, even my parents or relatives, I will eliminate them just to get the love of my life. At first, she wanted to go to his office uninvited just to seduce him. But Chidera told her, You can't go to his office uninvited, otherwise you will be bounced out. This made her to message him. She got dressed like the daughter of Jezebel that she is, and with the help of Google Map, she located Lucas's office. She got inside the compound and started walking into the massive building, ignoring the blabbing from the security. When she got to the receptionist, she looked at her from head down to her toes before speaking up rudely. Where is your boss's office? The receptionist smiled and asked, You mean Mr. Lucas Okafor? Blessing felt like giving her a dirty slap on her chubby cheek. Do you have any other boss? You bitch. I said, direct me to your gas office, she yelled. Okay, miss. Go towards your right. The first door by your left is the secretary's office. She will have to direct you from there. Blessing left her and started walking towards the direction of the PA's office. And getting close, fear gripped her. She saw the army officers. She maintained steeze and almost walked past them when one of the army said, "Excuse me, young lady, but we need to search you just to make sure you are not in any way with a weapon." She shot him a devilish grin. "What nonsense! Who do you think you are? Do you know who I am?" All these were said only in her mind though. If not, trust Nigerian armies now, she would have done a lot of fraud jumps to correct her leaky mouth. She brought out her hand sanitizer and said to them, "Please sanitize your hands before touching my expensive handbag." "Okay, Madam Oyibo," they replied, collecting her handbag, ignoring the hand sanitizer. They searched and found nothing, handed the bag over to her and said, "You may now go in." When she walked in, she was surprised to see Lucas's secretary typing on her laptop. So Lucas has this beautiful lady around him, but he chose that his stupid wife that looks like a child. "Excuse me, I want to see your boss." Trust Linda now. She looked at her from head to toe and asked, "Excuse you? Do you have any appointment with Mr. Lucas Okafor?" Blessing got angry and said, "You bitch, I am his fiancée and I demand you open the door immediately." This one doesn't know who Linda is. Linda busted into hilarious laughter and said, "Look here, miss. Here is an office and not a comedy show. So you better tell me what you want and I will help you out. This unnecessary lies doesn't fit you in any way." Blessing was angry. Luckily, she looked up and saw a glass door. That must be his office, she thought, and without sparing her a glance, she started walking towards the door. And Linda followed from behind, trying to stop her. "Excuse me, young lady, excuse me, but you don't have to go in like that. You are not allowed there. It is against the rules." Madame on a mission totally ignored her. She forcefully opened the door, only to see Lucas and his wife enjoying their kiss, and she yelled, "What?" They immediately disengaged from their kiss, and Lucas looked at her with anger, while Ugomma looked at her with a mocking smile on her beautiful face. "Lucas, what is this bitch doing here?" Blessing asked, shooting Ugomma an angry glance. Lucas ignored her and asked, "Linda, who allowed this mad woman into my office?" Linda ran in and said, "Sir, I tried stopping her, but she didn't listen." "Okay, did you say you tried stopping her?" "That thing where she define, she go see her." He sat down and made Ugomma his wife to sit on his laps and then said, "Linda, you can go." Linda didn't go like that oh. Of course, is it not Linda again? She gave Blessing a free condescending look, like from her head to her toe. She hissed and left. Blessing had so much hatred in her eyes. "Lucas, I told you I was coming and you invited this thing over." Lucas ignored her, kissed his wife and gave her a fleshy light squeeze. Blessing became more angry. Ugomma saw that her husband had switched into troubleshooting mood and was not in any way ready to answer her. So she stood up and spoke up. "You see, Blessing, I don't dislike you at all, but I dislike your character. You are a very beautiful lady and a lot of men will like to have you. But you see this man here, touching her husband's head. He is mine and mine alone. I can be a generous person. Go and find out. But when it comes to this man, I am the most stingy person on planet Earth. So I will advise you, dear, Stop fighting a fruitless battle because this match already has a winner, and that winner is Mrs. Ugomma Lucas Okafor, and I will wear my crown forever." Before she could blink, Blessing pulled her new hair, making her to yell in pain. Lucas was trying to free her hair from her grip when Ugomma felt this sudden anger, an anger she hadn't felt before. She gave her a resetting, award-winning, and never to be forgotten thunderous slap as she left her hair by force. Ugomma didn't stop there. She gave her a village beating and ruined her dress. When Lucas was satisfied, he said, "Come on, love. Do you want to commit murder? It is okay already," holding his wife tight. Lucas called Linda, and that troubleshooter herself came in with a smile and said, "Madam, thank you, ma." Lucas almost started laughing, but he maintained steeze and said, "Please call in the officers to take Blessing out to the hospital. She's already unconscious." Chidera was still in the hotel room because Blessing left without telling her where she was headed to. She was so angry. Who does Blessing think she is, huh? Is it because she's from a wealthy home where she gets everything she wants? The worst part is, she is the most stingy person I have ever seen in my entire life. I can still remember when I came to Lagos months ago, Simi allowed me to anything that belongs to her. But this Blessing? You can't touch as little as a hairpin. If you do, she will talk to you as if you're nothing. She has no home training whatsoever. She is so stingy to the extent that she had refused to tell me her plans. I mean, her new plans. How do I know the next step to take now? How? Lucas is mine, and no one can ever take him away from me. I know people think I'm fighting a lost battle, but at least I need to be seen as a heroine. And the only way that can happen is to have Lucas wrapped around my arms. And I know people may still ask, is Lucas the only man on earth? My answer to that question as Chidera Mbakwe is yes. He is the only man I see because he has everything a woman wants in a man. He has the looks, he has the money, he has the power. And lastly, and this is the reason I will rather die than not be with him, he really knows how to spoil a woman. I have always been jealous of Ugomma since I was a child, even though I am 6 years older than her. Can you hear yourself? You have been struggling for months now just to kill your little cousin and take her husband. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? Her conscience stated. "Shut up! Just shut up," she yelled at herself. What part of "she stole my husband" don't you understand? I must have Lucas and no one, I mean no one can stop me from having him. If I have to kill 1 billion people just to have him, I will. When she was still talking to herself, her phone rang. She wasn't in the mood to pick up, but the caller kept calling, so she checked and it was an unknown number. Her mind went straight to Lucas. Oh my God, maybe it is him. Maybe my sugar baby is back and he is calling me. She picked up the call and immediately her system froze at the voice she heard. "Hello? So Chidera, you have decided to stop picking my calls, Okwaya," Papa's angry voice said on the phone. "Hello, Papa. Good evening, sir," she shuddered nervously. "Chidera, I want to ask you, what is good about this evening?" "Ah, Papa, what is the meaning of this one again now? What have I done this time that you are shouting at me as if I'm a little child?" "Wait, Chineke na, Chidera, am I the one you're talking to like that? I have seen that you have grown wings. Well, listen, I didn't call to check up on you. I called to warn you to leave Ugomma and her husband alone. There are other men out there who will be willing to die for you. Lucas is a married man. Oh. Papa, are you done blabbing? Eh? Wait, Chidera. Are you talking to me like that? Papa asked with a surprised voice. And Chidera said, anyways, if you actually called me to preach for me to leave Lucas alone, then the number you're trying to call is currently switched off. You know why, Papa? Because Lucas is mine and mine alone. Immediately she hung up. After a while, she received another call that Blessing was rushed to the hospital. She left immediately to the address, hoping that this time she will fasten Ugomma's death as she can't wait to become a heroine with her Prince Charming. Blessing on the hospital bed slowly opened her eyes. At first, her vision was blurred, but after a little while, it cleared off. She saw Chidera sitting beside her, focused on her phone. She said within herself, I can't believe that good-for-nothing girl beats me up again. And this time, worse than before. And Lucas didn't do anything about it. I am so angry. And my fear right now is, what if after killing her, Lucas still doesn't come back to me? What if he even hates me more than he hates me now? But come on, I can't lose Lucas. He is my man and I will clear off any lady that comes my way. I think I should drop my plan for now because Lucas is on alert. Imagine hiring lots of bodyguards from the military to guide one lady. I will have to make them believe I am not coming. No one is coming for his wife. And when they finally relax, then I will strike. Lucas is mine. And no one, I repeat, no one will take him away from me. I have lost him once out of my own stupidity. I thought Anthony loved me, but I didn't know he only wanted to get under my pants. And immediately he did, he threw me out like a piece of trash. And by then, Lucas was already gone. I went to Anthony's house on that fateful day and I caught him making out with a lady I found out was his fiancée, and that he only came to date me because of a bet between him and his friends. He told me he can never date a black girl because he sees us as gorillas. I cried for days, and after that, I decided to take my revenge. I took it upon myself to make sure he doesn't see love. I eliminated his fiancée and he was heartbroken. And seeing him heartbroken makes me happy. And any girlfriend he had, I made sure I cleared her off. He started reporting to the police, but I always made sure my track was cleared. If I can do this, then who is Lucas's wife that I can't clear off? And to say she dared to beat me up 2 good times. I must make sure that her death is a slow, steady and painful one. But for now, I don't think it is safe to attack her. So Lucas actually watched his wife beat me up until I lost consciousness. Does he hate me that much? Well, I can't wait to be in his arms while he takes me to bed every day of my life until eternity. Chidera's voice brought her back to reality. Oh, Blessing, thank God you are awake, oh. Glorious, gracious God, who did this to you? Who else, if not your stupid cousin, Lucas's wife? She beat me up till I passed out. Chidera was surprised, but yet she saw it as an opportunity and said, don't you think it is time to get rid of her once and for all? She's really overstepping her boundaries. And Blessing replied, inasmuch as I feel like eliminating her today, I can't do it because it is risky. But why? Chidera asked with a surprised expression. I think Lucas knows someone is planning to kill his wife. Can you imagine he hired bodyguards from the military just to bring her to the office? But how did he know? I am so sure everything was on secret. Or could it be that one of the boys told him? Chidera asked. My dear, sincerely, I don't know, Blessing replied. Okay, but why don't I hire new boys for the operation? Because it seems the boys are already licking their mouths, Chidera said. Blessing nodded and said it's okay. You are free to hire new guys. But remember, we are giving the lovebirds 6 months. Then we strike. I want them to forget they have enemies. Wow, what a brilliant idea, Chidera said. And in no time, Blessing slept off again. Chidera let out a devilish smile. She said, Blessing thinks she's smart, but unfortunately, I am the smartest. She will be the one paying while I'll be the boss. She will think they are working for her, but she won't know they are working for me. In 6 months' time, Ugomma will be a dead person, and after her, Blessing goes next. I will make sure to eliminate any obstacle between Lucas and I. For Ugomma, I am going to make sure she dies a slow and painful death. But for Blessing, since she is a tool, I will give her a quick one. I think I need to start celebrating my victory because I have already won. Chidera, the correct strategist. After Ugomma and Blessing, I will then go over to my sisters, Gina and Nena. If they think they can insult me and go scot-free, never. It is not going to happen. Lucas's mom is a dead meat. Too bad many are going down for my success. Very soon, I will be the one on the couple's billboard and magazine, while Ugomma will be written a red marker R.I.P. She left Sleeping Blessing at the hospital and went home to prepare for the club. Do you think Chidera will change at all? And do you think she will succeed in her plans? For me, I think Ugomma is in a deep shit. Let's find out in the next episode. Please like, share, and subscribe if you have not done so. You can as well buy me a coffee with a link on this video or with a link on this channel's description till I bring the next episode, which is the grand finale of Ugomma the Village Wife series. It is a goodbye from here, and God